Colorado series. Rockies end up taking 2 of 3 in that one, 7-4. The Guardians lost last night, but they are still killing it. So they'll come home today and be back on the field, the Progressive Field, tomorrow night, 7:10. First of 3 against the Nationals. And then they'll host the Kansas City Royals next week before they hit the road again. And you will hear all of it on your FM home for Cleveland Guardians baseball. 100.7 WMMS.
That's us.
Hey, that is us. And thank you for noticing.
Yes, Alan, we know that you're the least manly man on the planet, so you have to constantly talk about sex. Well, guess what? That doesn't make you more manly. Everybody likes sex. Have a good one.
What is he talking about?
Nobody knows.
Somebody knows. He must know. Didn't make it very clear, but
I think you're like the fact that your mind is blown that Lenny Kravitz isn't having it.
what's the matter with respecting the work that people do? I mean, social media is filled with fitness influencers.
Right.
None
you
of
never
them
talk
look
about them. You talk about Lenny Kravitz.
None of them look as good as Lenny Kravitz. I'm just saying. Well, I'm a guy, so I'm not going to comment on the work that a woman has done on her body.
Right.
I'm looking inward. I'm somebody who's trying to take care of
you're
myself.
looking at Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, you're looking like Kravitz.
Well, but in comparison to what's the work this guy has done that maybe I can integrate into my own life.
Move to an island.
Well, listen, that guy would look like that no matter where he lived. I think it's a more
I get him fat here.
It's a more interesting story.
I get him fat and banging.
Yeah.
Come on, Lenny.
It's a more interesting story, but
Enough of
he
that
lives on an
soul-searching
island.
bull crap. Let's go bang some single moms.
Well, you know, people were texting me in the break pointing out that, I've had a series of man crushes. Don't forget about how you talk about Jason Bateman. Yes, but Bateman is like...
That's not a sexy thing.
That's
not
right.
like a body thing.
That's right. That's like a melding of the minds type thing. It's like how I was with the only person that I've ever told and had a couple of conversations about it is Duchovny. He and I have talked about how enamored I am of him. And, these are people that I respect. And, we're all looking to improve ourselves, right? So you look at people who have done just that, and you're naturally compelled to consider how they've done it. And if you could replicate that in your own life and given enough time under tension, you probably could. Oh, my alarm, Mary, you'll enjoy this. My alarm went off during the break, and it reminded
For your birth
me.
control?
Nope.
Oh.
My mid-show snack that I'm integrating into the program here. Look at that.
What is it?
You'll see it in a second.
Smoked salmon stick.
Salmon jerky.
What?
Yeah.
Is it good? Like a Slim Jim, but of salmon?
Well, it's like a piece of beef jerky, but it's salmon, yeah, because it's better for you. Now, the jerky is a real trade-off because it's like it's good-ish, but it's got so much sodium in it.
Oh, no.
What are you going to do?
Well, you don't want that. Then you bloat.
Okay, but you can't do everything, right?
Well, you can try.
Why are you having a mid-show snack? Who turned your mind on this?
Well, I'm just trying it out.
Why, though?
Lenny Kravitz did it.
Lenny Kravitz did do it. You're right.
He had a
Just go ahead and
mid-show.
by the way.
Halfway through our show, Lenny Kravitz also has a snack.
Yeah, he's not sitting around eating salmon jerky. That's pretty good. Real good. Maple, salmon smoked, maple strip. Yeah, pretty good.
You had those epic bison things for a while. Those
I did.
Banging, dude.
Yeah, those are good too.
Cranberry or something in them.
Mm-hmm.
Those were really good. I like those a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They're expensive, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not cheap. But what do you want?
Yeah. Well, is this just to keep your energy up? Or are you trying to hit a certain amount of protein a day?
Protein, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You lift it.
Yeah, I'm not going to get energy from salmon jerky, but
Well, I mean, if you haven't eaten in a while and you get a little calories in you, you usually feel a little perk up.
I guess.
What do you have an amount you're trying to get to every day? A certain number of grams of protein?
I want to make sure that it depends on who you talk to, right? They're like, well, like a gram per pound of body weight. I'm like,
it's so
much. It's
I've
almost
done that.
impossible to hit.
It's very hard.
And it's for people that are like heavy weight training.
Well,
and I'm not doing that.
It doesn't have to be because when I counted my macros, it was 130 grams of protein, which is an just unreal amount of protein. But I will tell you, my muscles were toned in. I was just doing body weight exercises. I was using like bands on my legs to do squats and stuff like the booty bands. And the last time I had abs was when I was doing that. So it is really good to repair your muscles no matter how much you're lifting. But
I have to be real.
160 grams.
That's the thing. I'm not going to
unreal.
tie myself to that rock. You know what I mean? I have to be like, okay, what can I conceivably hit? And it ain't going to be that. But I'll figure it out.
I was having like 12 to 20 tablespoons of egg whites for breakfast, like an egg white omelet. And then I would have a Greek yogurt every day, like the packed up protein ones that were like 20 grams of protein.
Like
I'd
the
have
kefir, the bitter,
it's
nothing
so
in it.
nasty. Almost tastes like sour cream, but it's like 100% protein.
Yeah.
And then I would have a protein shake, which was 30 grams of protein. And then I would have usually chicken, either chicken or turkey for dinner. And it was like, I was only eating 1,300 calories, but it was almost all protein.
Yeah, I'm playing around with how often I eat, too. So we'll see where that lands.
Keeps your metabolism up.
Yes. Yeah. But especially during the show, I don't want to feel like weighed down.
I don't think your salmon jerky is going to do that.
No, but if I eat lunch too close to the show, I mean, again, lunch is like chicken and vegetables, but still, I'm just playing around with it.
Yeah.
Alan Lenny Kravitz also doesn't have to work. That's a big difference. See, I kind of reject that on principle. That's Mary's argument with Mark Wahlberg.
It's my argument with anybody.
But
if
there are a lot.
Nothing else to do.
But there are plenty of people who don't have anything else to do, and they don't keep themselves in shape.
True, but
plenty of people sitting on their ass got nothing to do.
That's different, though. Someone who doesn't have a job because they're unemployed and are never going to be anything is different than someone who innately has work ethic.
Well, no, but if your argument is you don't have to work, that's the difference. There are plenty of people not working that don't look like that.
Sure,
plenty of people with nothing but free time. It all comes down to how you use your time. It's all time management. This guy's writing songs, conceivably, right? He's got a studio there at his house in the Bahamas. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Ghost poops. These are these. Well, yeah, of course. I'm not big on transitional material.
Yeah, I see that.
But apparently these are getting more well known to the extent where they did a piece on the Today Show about it, and this was I had never heard of ghost poops at all.
Where you poop in the toilet and then you look and it's not there.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, they talk about people talking about
it's a toilet just for farts.
No evidence. Yeah, no evidence on the TP or the bowl or whatever, but you're sure that you pooped. And my thought is, I think it's just people sitting there on their phones, not paying attention to what their body's doing. How would you not know you didn't poop? I don't know a conceivable way that would, because people.
How's this even a thing that people are talking about? Like, I thought I pooped, but I didn't poop.
People are talking about everything. TikTok,
yeah.
And everybody's talking about everything. But my thought is, okay, these are people who are probably scrolling TikTok while they're on the toilet, so they don't know what they did. I don't know how you don't know what you did, but ghost poops ended up as one of the medical segments on the Today Show. And so that's, something that they want to make sure people's health is very important. So pay attention, according to gastroenterologists. Yeah. Oof, man. That was heavy duty.
That was a heavy one.
I didn't mean it the way it sounded. Man. It's terrible. Mary can't wait. She got to get out of here early.
Mm-hmm. 10 more minutes.
Mm-hmm. Well, this lady points out that your sphincter is an incredibly intelligent and sensitive part of your body. Now, I thought that was the brain.
See, that's what my dad always told me. I had S for brains, and it turns out he was kind of right.
No,
Smart ass.
Not what's inside it.
The sphincter is incredibly intelligent. This part of the body can distinguish between air, liquid, solid, and selectively let one thing out and not the other.
How come it can, but I can't?
I was going to say, that's not true to a person.
Yeah. I thought that was going to be just there, but I got a little But my sphincter knew it was just air, but my brain didn't.
I need to have a conversation with my sphincter. We got to get on the same page so that it knows what's up. Because if we can't have an open and honest conversation,
the booty is where the doo-doo is, boy.
So these ghost poops are like, well, people think they are, but it's just gas. I'm like, how are you a grown person who doesn't know what's happening down there? And I think it's because people are on their phone scrolling. They're not paying attention. Because it also, the ghost wipe is what they were referring to as well. Because we've talked about this ad nauseum, if you pardon the pun. Look at checking the paper, which is not something I do. But a lot of people check the paper. And people go, what? I just went and there's nothing on it.
Where'd it go?
Such a fun day, though. Like, cause sometimes I'll take, you'll take a dump, and then you'll have that clean wipe, and that's always a good feeling.
You're talking about irrespective of if the bidet is part of the equation?
I mean, obviously, the bidet helps with that, and that should be what happens when you use a bidet. But, sometimes I have to go without a bidet, and you'll get that clean wipe, and you're like, hey.
I wonder
I'm
why
onto something here.
I wonder why bidets haven't been able to get a foothold in the U.S. They're still really considered a novelty item. Why is that?
I don't know.
I mean, it's not really my thing, but when I've been in Europe and I've used them,
I
like
love 'em.
the appeal, I understand. For women, for guys who can't keep it together down there, whatever.
Because you can't keep it together. It's just a nicer way to clean yourself than paper.
And there's the point. Yeah. Why haven't we? Why do we still opt?
Well, why are you holding out?
Because nobody in my house really cares. I've asked on a number of occasions, hey, you want to put one in? She's like, nah, I don't care.
ask.
She also
Just
doesn't
get
have to
it.
use it.
Huh?
If you want it, it's not like it automatically goes off.
No, I asked for her. I'm like, do you want one of these? She's like, nah, I don't care. I said, okay, because I definitely don't. So
My apartment has a standalone bidet, which is an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, how do you use that? I don't even know how that one works.
because
Well,
it was a child care place.
Well, no, they had lived there. They installed it when they lived there before the
I
daycare.
see.
Yeah, so I will be sitting on the toilet and then have to turn it on and get it ready and then hop over. And then you crank it up once you're on it. Otherwise, it's fountaining all over the bathroom.
Turn it up to 11.
But
Well,
you can do hot and cold. It's pretty cool.
No,
Yeah.
that's
like how it's
the
supposed to be.
dream, right?
I know there has been a big push, just marketing-wise, to get people hip to Toto toilets, which is like the creme de la creme, right?
Mhm.
They've got the heated water, and they've got a
Sometimes
dryer
I
in some of
pee
them,
down
and
in Africa,
yes.
and I poop in
When you take a dump in the Toto toilet, it plays Africa.
Get it? It works.
It does
You're making
work.
a joke, but it works.
Yeah. You can play any one of their songs and it'll work. You can play Hold the Line. That's a great song too, and it'll work. Somebody's going to have to stop me because I won't stop on my own. So.
I ain't stopping you. I like this song and I like farts.
Not
Let's
a
go.
great song. Yeah. Anyway. So I don't know why the bidets haven't taken off the way they have. You know, because
during COVID, there was
well, that's what I'm saying. For a hot minute, because they were like, "Oh my God, there's a toilet paper shortage. Maybe we should get a bidet." But I don't know. The great Bobby Kimball on vocals for Toto. I think that guy is still alive. He was like their classic vocalist.
That's a good song.
Great song. The great Jeff Porcaro on the drums. Toto was just here. That's another band that I never get to see when they're in town. I don't ever make it over there. Anyway, ghost poops are out there, and people are complaining about those, or at least trying to get the word out on them. I don't know. That's a phenomenon that is completely foreign to me, but I guess there's enough people who are flummoxed by their own bodies. Alan, if your toilet were sentient, would it crave what?
Poop? Like
Would it crave
creepy.
waste or despise you? What does that
I think
mean?
it would crave it. That's what it's made for.
Yeah, I think so.
Why are those the two choices?
Well, because it's either going to be like, oh, stop putting this disgusting stuff in me, or it'll be like, oh, nourishment, give me.
I see. What is Mary? What is Mary explaining? Most bidets are not connected to the toilet. That's a new thing.
Well,
I've
but
only ever seen my friends who have the attachment that goes on your toilet.
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
This is
you
the
got
first time
the
I've seen a standalone.
you got the European style, which is
Yeah.
like the traditional version of it, but most people that I don't know anybody other than you that has that.
I've never seen it.
Because even
I
the people
mean-
that have like a nicer toilet, it'll be like built into the toilet.
Right.
Well, because people say, oh, well, they're great because they save on toilet paper, which I have to assume means you use less, not you don't use any. Right? You're not standing up and just.
I give like a pat.
Yeah, that's all basically all
When
you
I
need.
use
Just a
the
little dry
bidet,
off.
you go over there, you'll rinse everything off, you do a little rock, and then I'll pat. Because then it's wetter than it would have been, and I feel like if you wipe,
436. Ah, Toto's playing. Damn it.
if
Wetter
you
than it would have
wipe,
been.
then there's going to be a lot of crumbles because it's water.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, what a great song. What was this, 1979, maybe? You hate it, Mary. It's the 70s.
No, I like this. I like 70s music. I don't like 80s music.
80s music.
But this was my dad's bread and butter was 70s music.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Yeah, Tony loved this stuff. One of our female listeners. Alan, I sent you many years ago a drunk or kid story. Remember we used to play drunk or kid?
Oh, yeah.
I sent you a drunk or kid story about how I dropped 2 little poop balls onto the kitchen floor because my sphincter mistook solid for gas. I was wearing a nightie and no undies.
Ugh.
I assume that's a female listener.
I think that is a female listener.
I mean,
Little
you
poop balls.
you rock the way you want to rock, but yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Poop balls aren't always
On time. That's right.
Boom, boom, boom.
So there's all kinds of great stuff in conjunction with your bidets, your So I'm sending Mary off for the day.
Perfect.
Batman theme song.
Are you flying out
Little
tonight?
Caesars.
No, I have a podcast I have to do at 5, and then a show
You also had a
at
radio
7.
show you're supposed to do right now.
I understand.
Mary's like, I got to leave early. I got to go do a podcast.
I know. That is how it works out.
Can you talk
And
about what
then
podcast is it?
I have a show at 7. No, you're not allowed to talk about anything here. I don't know why you guys don't catch on to that yet. I don't understand.
Wait,
but whatever.
Until it's out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They go,
It's not
hey,
even a
don't
big
tell anybody
deal.
until it's out?
It's not even a big deal, so I don't understand. It's supposed to be like secret guests.
Yeah, but,
until the
oh, I
day
see.
of. You know what I mean? Like they don't want it, not getting out or whatever, but you're not supposed to say anything until the episode airs because they don't want people. I think they want people listening no matter what. Like no matter who's on it, they want you to listen every week or however often. it
Yeah,
comes out.
but most podcasts, you listen to it for a couple of minutes and you go, I don't care.
Right.
You're going to turn it off
But
anyway.
I think you still get the listen, just even if it's like a minute or two. You still get like the play. Or,
That's
I
all
don't
it
know.
takes?
I don't know.
A play for a minute?
That's a question.
That's
for Bill.
like, that counts as a play. Like,
Oh, boy. All right.
yeah, but you want the listen time is what they really want.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I
we
don't
get
know
we
anything
got a
about it.
good amount of people that listen to our podcast all the way through, which is good.
Yeah, I like that.
And, yeah, so that's
Miss a minute, you miss a lot. Although sometimes,
not today.
no. Well, as I go to break, I'm seeing breaking news that the jury has asked for 10 more minutes before they render their verdict in the Trump election interference case.
What are they going to do in 10
Wait,
minutes?
10 minutes?
Well, they've
well, if we
been
had 10 more minutes, we'll figure this
sign
out.
the documents and make sure that the foreperson is ready to speak and all that kind of stuff. All right, I got to take a break. If you're leaving, Mary.
Yeah, I'll see you guys Monday.
Later.
Bye. Have fun in Austin. Don't get
Thank
killed
you.
by
Bye.
ice
Hey,
ball.
y'all, come see me in Austin. Love you, bye.
If you're on